Good day, everyone. Today I will be going to share my insights on what we have discussed throughout this semester, highlighting some topics that captures my attention and imparted me a lot of knowledge and understanding with this course, English 106, the Teaching and Assessment of Literature Studies. The discussion throughout the semester tackles starting from the basics of learning and teaching literature studies to elaborating complex connection of literature to language teaching and learning. Aside from discussing the definition of literature, its elements, types, components, and such, we've also tackled the functions of literature that can be used to transform societies and our lives. Additionally, the lesson Literature Studies, Implications of Teaching Literature in Secondary Language Educational Context, Teaching Literature in the 21st Century and K-12, and the various dimensions of literary competence has been touched in Module 2 of this course. And lastly, Module 3 talks about the different approaches of teaching literature in order for the students to better understand the concept of literature, especially in our field as future educators. Moreover, behind those topics being mentioned, I just want to highlight the lesson Implications of Teaching Literature in Secondary Language Educational Context that teaches me various lessons and allows me to build great appreciation of learning literature studies, especially in my field of teaching language in secondary context. Literature studies are not merely about studying literary text and its author's biography, but it also involves teaching skills and understanding and developing those thought skills. Incorporating literature into language education includes the development of language skills of individuals, such as vocabulary, grammar, and syntax, as well as the cultivation of critical thinking, cultural awareness, and empathy. Teaching literature provides numerous benefits and implications for both teachers and students. Developing language skills through reading and understanding literary text, delving to its rich vocabulary improvement, improving grammar knowledge, and better syntax understanding. It also helps develop critical thinking skills since it allows students to explore and analyze complex ideas and themes. Cultivate cultural awareness because through literature studies, they are being exposed to diverse perspectives and cultures and values. And lastly, develops a sense of empathy or promote greater understanding and respect by the means of literary pieces. This lesson implies that teaching literature to secondary context greatly contribute the language development of the students as well as developing life skills and better understanding to diverse perspectives and ways of life. Furthermore, behind those positive contribution of teaching literature in secondary language educational context, we must also consider some challenges that we may encounter in incorporating literature studies in secondary language educational context, such as language barriers, cultural context, different levels of proficiency, limited exposure to the language, lack of interest, and assessment. Considering these challenges is significant to ensure that literature is taught effectively in a secondary language educational context. Teachers and students must collaborate to overcome these challenges, such as implementing classroom strategies like adopting teaching methods, providing additional support for students, and creating a positive classroom environment. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching and I encourage you also to share your insights and learnings with this course, English 106, the Teaching and Assessment of Literature Studies. Let's continue to learn and grow together. This is Mhariel Flores from BSed English 2B.